Know that shit? That's how big really shit be when the nigga playing. He get all his reactions. I don't need niggas to be nosy when I get mad and talking shit.
I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. There's no need in keeping it low key. I can carve up the D like a turkey. I run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on a jet. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. See my route took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge.
Oh shit, I didn't know you was in here.
Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left.
Yo, you hear my audio, J-Nate? You hear my voice? So you hear my voice in the broadcast or nah? Damn, Fletcher Cox only got 3 tackles. Oh, I got that dude. He a superstar, ain't he? I think I told you to get that in.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Check 52. Shit. Okay. Checked up team.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Inside zone.
Running for the shotgun with Drake.
Come on,
and he'll
bro.
get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I
love that's exactly that turned it off. The first time they always fuck up,
in that
bro.
situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Switch. Hatchet.
On first down, Drake looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The stop was made by Jannard Avery. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play. Holding them
that's
to no
when we do the predictions, but every time when I take it off, it still be up
Try
there.
again, 2nd and 10.
The first time it'll be up there, I gotta do it again, then it won't be up there.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
They specialist, huh?
Ready. Mark 37. Here we go. Check. Check out.
They'll run on first down. Drake, he'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down now. It's Drake. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about...
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's
no drop, though?
And they move
Man, why he took so long to drop down for that?
Well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed.
Come on, let's be for real. That nigga Isabella not even built up like that, bro.
You have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make
exactly.
sure
I'm talking about the catch. You ain't even possessive catch it.
Exactly
he caught that in traffic and came all the way down.
And go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll try again with Drake. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
This is more where I came from. Come on, set. Too long. Choose to run.
They'll try to run with Edmonds. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Oh, shit.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Check 24. Check 24. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll try and punch it in with Foster. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stopped him up short
for that,
on 4th and goal from the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Man, they ain't got my play in this. Every playbook delete my plays, bruh.
120. No.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game.
Oh.
And he's got some space here.
Damn, you lucky my zigzag game is zigzag.
A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 45 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Under 10. 10.
Oh, Miles Sanders had Drew box. That's a TD, dog. But you know it.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Philadelphia.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I can't believe they even let you play.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Come on, fellas.
Here we go, back. Ladies! Hey, empty!
Check. No. Hey, watch it.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Why you say that? Oh no, I pass more than run, but shit, the shit been looking lovely.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it. Wentz.
Oh,
Pressure comes
man,
in.
triangle butt naked, boy.
Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd.
They say that, but they changed a lot too. Y'all got people getting that shit.
Kill. Turn up. You got tight right there. Watch the twist.
Ram.
Shotgun now for Wentz.
Oh, my nigga bumped into the nigga, boy. No. Oh.
Team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
That was a terrible pass, boy.
As he brings us with all the way back to the 25-yard line.
He had him, but he looked like he bumped into the nigga running the route.
To play it offensively. But this
It's like they matched into each other. As soon as he like cut out, he usually beat them as soon as he did it, but it's like they bumped into each other.
On 1st down, Drake. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
They'll get 5 on the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
53, check 53. Undercut.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Give it to me.
It's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position.
He didn't even need the juke. That shit was so open.
3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Now on 1st down.
Wow, what the fuck?
Okay,
he ran right. What you call it? Was not engaged with nobody. They let you run right past him.
Pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I didn't change my defense. Oh.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray.
Man, I knew he was going to do that. I could have sworn. That was my fault. I forgot to put a nigga in the spot. I knew he was going to fucking run it, bruh. I forgot to do it.
Man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense? Someone who will dance with him.
That was me. I forgot. I knew he was going. That shit was obvious. It was not going past, bruh. I forgot to put the nigga in the spot, though.
The spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
And as we've talked to special
that's
teams
my rookie,
coaches,
97
that
speed,
theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe you're like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A good game there on first down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Danny. 552.
Murray now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, he did. That's what I said. It don't even matter about that game, bro. Gridiron was online.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was
that
right.
Was online, bro.
But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A 2nd down pass.
Exactly. He just wasn't hitting the nigga. And he set up a time, then reneged on him. So, like, shit, nigga, you deserve to lose anyway.
You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right.
Yeah, that shit was funny as shit,
quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change.
Hey, my nigga play all his games, dog.
Facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, rookie active, dog.
On 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter, his 2nd sack of the night. You never want to give up a sack from the O-line's perspective.
Nigga, that's how Jake Champ trying to talk to me like I'm retarded. So I'm like, bruh, get the fuck out of here, bruh.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult.
Oh,
You're talking about some terrific
here.
athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. And he finds a man on the crossing route. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Y'all niggas died.
Here we go. Back man. 280. I got you.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Let's go.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike, check. 59. Watch the backer.
81, 81.
My partner.
Shift.
Hey, watch your leg.
Now Wentz on 3rd down.
Oh my God.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception.
Ordinarily,
we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them
me an animation even catch the ball.
Frustrated right now.
Just over 30 seconds to go.
They
got it 1st and 10.
They'll
indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Well, I ain't no scrub, nigga.
By the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range.
He gave it back to me right there, dog.
So with 4 seconds
Lucky I'm
to go
trying to kick a
in the
field
half,
goal,
here's
though.
the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 46.
Oh, nah, that's good. Oh, might about to be. Oh, all right.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you
my man tried, you did right there too, dog.
Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This is taken near the 13.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Second half will start with a run by Sanders.
That's my fault.
That'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Here we go. 120.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out. And it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles able to push
Jay with the YouTube.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball.
I'm glad I didn't pass the ball.
You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it.
I should have hit him instead of trying to strip
Bit of
his ass.
scrambling there. 12 yards,
Hey,
first down.
you see, Fetcher's big
Sometimes
ass
guys
on
get
him,
locked into
dog.
such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. It's like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block.
On second down, here's Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Tie that left. Tie that left.
This one, Tim.
We got 4.
From the 31, Wentz. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That play right there, that's what the one dude kept saying, oh, that was the cheese, man. That's what you call the YouTube play right there.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Mike, check, 59.
The one dude I was playing in the league, how you smart about the nigga to go to the first down on the play? Oh, the
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not.
Hold up, over the 50, I said we could go for it, right?
West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that.
I really don't like kicking it.
Down, but they're taking
my
care
kicking
of the ball.
trash.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
Hey, who you playing, American? What league?
And that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Dre, I know I'm washed up, but damn, dog, you disrespecting me right now.
20.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll run with Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
So it'll be second and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal.
Oh, I tripped over my nigga.
Lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Working from the gun. Wentz. Toward the pylon. Caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Hey, Jay, man, we got the 49ers open.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Drake. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray flushed out right.
Damn, good shit. Oh, let's get it. The uses.
positioning, and it's picked off. Andy Isabella was the
The
intended
uses,
target.
nigga. You heard right, motherfucker.
6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting
that nigga have me beat like a motherfucker, dog.
Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
Yeah, that's why I hate running that play, dog. I knew that was going to happen. I don't got no play for that, bud. I should have passed the ball.
And you know the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2.
I'm running that play earlier when I got it off.
Great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Oh, Lord.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 2nd down now, it's Drake. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles.
Fletcher Cox with the fumble, Daniil Hunter with the TD, dog.
2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coach under pressure, and they got to him again. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
To try again after the sack. Murray, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they finally put an end to this return before he's all the way down to the 37. Andy Isabella is the intended target. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback.
Nigga, that's 4 verticals, nigga. That's not cheese. Literally.
Get himself calm.
Nigga, that was 4 verts, dog. How is that cheese?
Charles, you still taking
Hey,
shots
J-Nate,
like
what play is that, J-Nate? Tell him what play that is.
Clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks.
And this is caught. Touchdown,
Go look at that other play before that. Tell me, was that 4 verticals before this touchdown?
These guys continue to pour it on. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the
play right before the touchdown I threw, right before the touchdown. Yeah, after the pick. Right after the pick. Yeah, it was 4 verticals, right?
Back on track.
But this is where leadership really comes into play.
And I threw that bomb. You talking about I had tried to hit him with the cheese.
Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They stay on the ground with Drake. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
He be talking shit, but everybody else like the cheese.
Football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Oh yeah, that's my 97 speed, nigga, dog.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To throw is Murray. On the screen, this is Edmonds. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Oh, dog, that was for the 6.
Intercepted.
He tried
it. Winds up falling incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership.
You said when I got that receiver. He got jerked. Bro, that receiver I got with 97 speed, bro. I got him in the draft, and I got him, what pick I had, like 20 something?
He got 1, and that's going
I made the playoffs, so niggas let him slip to me. Niggas was picking. Niggas down. I guess niggas ain't know how to check the speed or something, dog.
Right, they're gonna try and keep.
Even America drafted for me. America was like, oh, I would have picked that nigga if I knew he was there. I think he got a fast running back. Even though he got Pollard, he could have got the 97 speed receiver. Oh, you got me. Good. Oh, let's go. And Andrew, he was scared.
They had to go.
Scared money don't make no money.
And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Hey, this play right here for J Nate,
Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard
J
speaks
Nate
for itself.
this
You
play,
still got a
dog.
starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. and none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on.
I know, I was just on some bullshit. I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to try it.
Just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play. And
I was just like, I'm going to try it. Let's see. You know what? I wanted to try it with,
for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game.
Hey, yo, y'all niggas funny as shit, dog.
Pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Wentz now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection in their line. To me, it seems silly.
Yeah, silly, and it leads to a play action set.
Hey, hold on. He's bugging.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Here we go. 180.
Mike 48, Mike 48.
Hey, ram. Hey, we're good.
So after After the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can